Hello fellow fans of Hollow Knight, I apologise for the lack of Hollow Knight related content, but I was invited to New York with Payday 3, then I arrived back in the UK for the London Symphony Orchestra Starfield concert, saw twice 2 nights in a row, then G-Idol. It's been a busy few weeks, so I was hoping to do a roundup of everything that went down in the world of Silksong, but unfortunately there wasn't an awful lot until yesterday's disastrous news. Now this isn't Silksong news per se, but it will no doubt affect the development of the game and potentially even the release date. So, what's the news? Unity made a huge, unexpected and controversial announcement that caused global outrage in the gaming industry. Just to make sure all of our bases are covered, Unity is a cross-platform game engine that many popular and not so popular games have been developed on. This includes vastly different gaming titles like Cuphead, Pillars of Eternity, Ori and the Blind Forest, Hearthstone, Rust, Cities Skylines, Beat Saber and Hollow Knight. Team Cherry have also already confirmed that Silksong is being developed using Unity. Now, here's the update. Effective January 1st, 2024, we will introduce a new Unity runtime fee that's based on game installs. We will also add cloud-based asset storage, Unity DevOps tools, and AI at runtime at no extra cost to Unity subscription plans this November. Previously, developers whose revenue or funding was less than $100,000 over the course of the year, and who didn't want access to features such as the ability to remove the Unity splash screen, could stick to the free Unity personal license, while a Unity Plus subscription was required up to $200,000 in revenue, and a Unity Pro or above subscription was needed for more. This new change expects devs to pay an additional fee per new game install on top of the other subscription. They're already paying to use the engine, and now Unity wants a bigger cut of the profit. At the time of announcement, this included reinstalls and installs across multiple devices, and it seemed to apply retroactively to all games already on the market, regardless of price. But Unity have already backtracked on that. Now the fee will only be charged after the user first installs a game to prevent players from repeatedly deleting and reinstalling the game and making devs pay for it. Though devs will still have to pay multiple fees if a user installs the same game on a different device or platform. Unity have also clarified that the changes are not retroactive or perpetual, thank God. Early access, betas and demos of full games will also count as chargeable installs. While Unity maintain that this should not impact the majority of developers that use their engine, it's not good news for Team Cherry. The rate per install is only a few cents, but remember this is on top of other subscription and platform costs, and it sets an awful precedence. 1. Even if they backtracked, Unity attempting to apply changes retroactively on the sales devs already made sends an awful message. Trust is broken, and of course this isn't a spend that they would have already factored in. 2. Unity acknowledged that devs are concerned about being charged for pirated copies, and their response was to remind them that they already have fraud detection in place. Clearly it's not sufficient enough to put this concern to bed, otherwise it would be mentioned right now. 3. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe they've offered devs that are already locked into a contract a way out if they don't agree with the new terms and conditions. Hopefully that's just an oversight. 4. Charging based on game installs is one thing, one ridiculous, silly thing, but you're basically going to be at the mercy of whatever number Unity says is accurate. 5. You can't limit the number of times your game is installed, so this will be a nightmare for teams to budget for. Team Cherry didn't expect Hollow Knight's success. Imagine a small dev team suddenly being on the hook for all these extra costs that they have no control over. It can be overwhelming. The only positive out of all of this seems to be that Unity have managed to successfully unite everyone, just in anger towards them. The team behind Cult of the Lamb, fantastic game by the way, even went as far to say that they will delete their game when the changes kick in. Fans eagerly waiting for Silksong have posted on social media already in support of Team Cherry to let them know that they'll wait however long it takes if they want to move away from Unity. I'm in the same boat, I support whatever their decision is, but I genuinely don't think Unity will get away with this. Given Marvel Snap and Pokemon Go were developed in Unity, I'd really like to see the Pokemon Company and Disney team up to take them on in court because I know who I'm putting my money on. And I'm not saying they shouldn't get a cut when a game built with Unity does well, but this update definitely needs to go back to the drawing board for review. Devs are already paying to use their engine. I would suggest they rework their subscriptions instead of issuing this ridiculous per install charge. Anyway, I'll leave it there for today. Let me know your take on this in the comments.